Alright, so I'm gonna test Raiden out in Stygian Onslaught. I think I'm progressively getting worse characters to use against Stygian Onslaught, and they're working very effectively with this. I think I have to go with Yoimiya for the next showcase if this one flat out just works without any issues, because genuinely, I feel like this team should, you know, sure, it's C3 Raiden, right? So she's nowhere near how good she is normally, right? As I gotta, you know, preface the video by saying that. However, it's still insanely good that a C3 Raiden would be able to beat this. It's really tough. I'll be honest. I am very much so a candidate for Stygian Onslaught is insanely easy, and if you're crying about it, you're crying about the wrong version that you should be playing. Because genuinely, you should not be playing this event if you do not have, you know, the characters to actually, you know, play it, I feel like. If you don't have, you know, C2 characters, you shouldn't be looking at Fearless and be like, oh wow, yeah, you know, Fearless, yeah, it's definitely what I want to be using, right? You just shouldn't be doing that. That is just a bad way to look at it, and you're of course always going to that, you know, you're going to be doing a lot worse with that. Now, all right, here we are with actual damage that we can do. Now, that's 35 seconds. We have 35 seconds on the clock here. This isn't looking good. We definitely seem to be wanting to use, I feel like, okay, so you can do something like that. All right, I was told you could do that. I just have never tried it. So, yeah. Shangling is here more for purely just like, you know, pyro application. Now, I'm really not so sure that this is working out that well. I mean, we'll see. I really don't, you know, I don't know. I want to go ahead and, well, yeah, I'm kind of out of energy here. All right, so let's go ahead. I mean, we worked out pretty well there. All right, let's go ahead. Front load all of the pyro appliance. Then we'll go ahead and do this. Then we'll have, you know, Guoba and Shangling. Yes, okay. And now we just need a little more. And did she just not crit on that? I think she didn't crit on that. Great, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, we're certainly not, you know, doing the best. I'll say that, right? Obviously, we're not doing the best. But, I mean, this isn't bad. Okay, let's go ahead. More Guoba Shangling. Okay. All right. I mean, this is... Oh, no. We're actually on a timer. Okay. So, I mean, we were close, but this is still, again, a, you know, C3 Raiden, and we didn't beat it that easily. You know, Raiden here, she is C3 R1. She has her weapon. Oh, she doesn't have her weapon, because Yansan has her weapon. All right, hold on. Now, I mean, well, again, though, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I will not... Like, this won't matter. I'll go ahead and we'll test it, because, yeah. Okay. That's... all right. So, I was more akin to the adjusted damage values at this point. It seems like every character in this event does lesser damage than what they normally do. So... yeah, let me go ahead and let me try this out. Honestly, I don't know if I need to re-record this video now, because I feel like that's pretty big, right? If I don't have her weapon, it is a pretty big, you know, matchup thing, right? Like, you know, that's pretty huge for, you know, us. So I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to have this, and then we are going to start front loading our pyro application. Go, 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 go. And we'll do this, this, this. All right, Guoba. Yes. Okay. Let's see how much damage. Okay, we didn't crit, but we still did. Okay. We are doing a considerable amount more. All right. This will easily, yeah, we should easily be able to do all of it. Yeah, very easily with this one. And then also our pyro, or our, not application, but our energy recharge will also be better because of this. And we'll also perfectly line up a Shangling hit here. Greatness. And 370,000 now with the first slash. And yeah, you can see we are recovering the energy. Yeah, okay. So a C3 R1, yeah, sure. She's able to, you know, defeat him pretty easily, I would say. You know, I don't need to do that. Yeah, that was a big misplay by me. Yeah, I didn't need to do those 3 hits there. I could have gotten an extra, you know, hit there. Let's go ahead and have this, and we'll just go ahead. We should be fine, though, yeah. We're going to go ahead, have that, this. All right. Bennett, go ahead. Yes, sir. And, all right. Let's go ahead. All right. 270, or maybe not 270, maybe 27. But, yeah, we'll finish this out. Yeah, this will be enough to finish it out, because all we'll do is once we're ready. All right. Again, yeah, so... at a C3 R1 level, it's, you know, I have seen someone with a C6 Raiden clear this, right? I have seen it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna clear this. Yeah. So I have seen someone with a C3 R1 clear the, Dire with Raiden, I believe. I want to go back and check. With Dire, someone was able to get an exact 120 seconds with Dire. That is it with a Kujasara Shangling Chevy team. Now, I use Bennett here. Probably, yeah, is the better option to use Kujasara. Well, actually, what was my team here? Yeah, I used Bennett here. It probably was the better choice to use Kujasara and get Raiden the extra crit damage. Now that I think about it, I wasn't thinking about that. So, yeah, you know, I could clear this with Raiden, right? Of course. But if we're talking a C0 Raiden, no, you're not getting that, right? Like, you're just not. So, yeah, I think we've hit our roadblock here where it's going to be as simple as, like, C0 Raiden? No. I think we've hit it to where she's a character that can't clear. Now, we can look at Yoimiya, and we can also extrapolate on that and be like, and let's be real here, she's not going to clear. I may test Yoimiya if I really want to, if I really think that it's possible that, you know, Yoimiya may, you know, end up clearing, or maybe you guys can convince me that Yoimiya is worth testing here. But right now, I would just, you know, give a flat answer of no, Yoimiya can't clear. And same goes for Raiden, I would say, just because she needs the C3, right, or C2 maybe. You probably get by with C2 because, right, I literally was missing Kujasara. 60% crit damage, a little bit less attack, but 60% crit damage is still a lot for Raiden, you know. And I guess I never really show my builds for this, but this is my Raiden build. She is, you know, top whatever percent. Hold on Akasha. Let me check Akasha. My Raiden is top 4% on Akasha, so if you have a problem with my Raiden build, then, you know, genuinely shut up, because it's top 4%. Just shut up. It's simple as that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.